getting everything in here. I am looking for something here. Docs. Chat. I guess live chat. There we go. That should be it. Oh, yeah. There we go. Oh, let me just check one more thing. There we go. Okay, so there is some latency, but sound is pretty good. I'm seeing there is a very bright light behind me. I'm not going to heaven. Let me just fix that. Oh, not going according to plan, but it is fixed in a little way. It's not fixed. That's a shame. Let me just clean this up. Before everything, you know, gets bad. There we go. So, got some things out of the way. Let me not sure I can fix that. I had a curtain hanged up, but it's coming loose, so that's not gonna work right now. Sorry. However, let me wait for a little bit. I am going live because I got a bit of a donation from one of my fans, and can you see this one? I can't see that one, so that's not interesting. I got a donation from one of my fans, and I splurged a bit. There we go. Got a cat hair out of the way. Still don't know how to fix that zoom there. But let me do this. It's my pen case. I have a fountain pen, and I made that sticker myself. It's already drooping a bit, but it's really, I really like it. My boyfriend printed it on his laser cutter and then cut it out. It's really cute sticker. I really like, and now it actually focuses for now. But yeah, so I got a bit of money. If you don't know, I'm now on Ko-fi as well. So I am focusing on YouTube with my stuff, and I don't have a Patreon, but I have a Ko-fi where I put a lot of extra content, exclusive content, and where I upload things both in English and Dutch. So I really like that, and I'm hoping to get a bit more money so I can actually spend it on watercolor and all the materials that I want for watercolor, like new paint, new paper. It needs to like have good quality paper. And I have a lot more things in here that I bought with the donation. I'm not gonna say how much it was, so you know that was, and it was a one-time donation. That was pretty clear. So yes, let's do this. Sorry. So this is not part of that, right? I already had a fountain pen. And this is the project that I'm working on. It's the crow. I'm working on getting the videos out soon, and it's not inked yet, so there is no lines yet. So this one is almost finished, but not yet. I'm really proud of how it looks so far, so I'm really happy. But this is what I've got. This is what I bought from the donation, right? So first of all, I'm gonna do this side by side. I've got this universal fixative. It is a non-yellowing fixative to actually protect your watercolors. I have not prepared my watercolors for the future, let's say that. So every project I made so far is non-sealed. So it can go yellow, it can, you know, have water damage, etc., damage from old age, etc. So I'm trying to prevent that with this one. I haven't tried it yet, but it's for pastel, aquarelle, gouache, coal, and pencil. It's in German, by the way. It's a German brand. So that's the fixative that I really am interested in how it works. So once, for example, once this one is finished, I will try the fixative on it. Maybe I will try one artwork before, just to be sure that I'm not, you know, ruining it. But we'll see. Okay. Next point. You already see this one, but next one. I've got two fineliners, or like pens. And I already had 10 of those. So this is a Micron Pigma 005. So that's very small. As you can see, it's very small, very small. It's one of the finest lines. There is one grade smaller, I think it's 003, but I really like this one. This is for getting hairs, getting the finer details, hatching if I want that in my projects, etc. I already had one, but it was almost finished, so this one is a good extra. And I have the 01, because I use that one the most. Usually I use that with a lot of details as well. It's a bit bigger than 005, but I really like this thickness. Let me show you. It's very, can I? Yeah. So that's the thickness of the 01. And that's the thickness of the 005. So it's a bit smaller, which can create some nice effects in terms of hairs, in terms of details, etc. Okay, next one. I was saving up for this for months, because this is, you know, if you cannot splurge on things besides like getting your bills, etc., this is a big expense. This is 100 pages of 300 grams per square meter, or 140 pounds of watercolor paper, and it is, does it say? It is a fine grain, and it's cold pressed. So this means it has a little bit of texture, but it is very fine. If it's hot pressed, it's very smooth, like copying paper, etc. So I barely got anything left. So I had like 4 pages left. So this is really good investment. I also got the A3 size of Canson. I just like Canson. I have experience with Canson, so you can actually see here. It's in a, yeah, can you see it? I don't think you can see it. It has a very fine grain. It is a little bit of texture. So that means that if you put watercolor in it, it has a little bit of texture, but it's not that bad. It's actually, I love this texture. It's a good quality. Oh, he thinks it's all white. Can I get this back? Thank you. It's a good quality paper for at least the scale set that I have, and I really like the results. I actually had this before. Let me see if I can show you. You can only see that. One, two, there we go. So, there we go. I already made this one from that paper. It went really well. I really love the outcome of this one, and you can barely see the structure, but in the end, if you look at the background, there's this little bit of blooming that also affects or is affected by the structure. So I really like that. And last but not least, this is a very big one. Let me see if I can get it out of the box. Yeah. Let me just put it on here. I got a corner. There we go. This, let me show it to you. There. This is an LED light pad. So I was, how do you call it? I was saving up for the paper by itself, but because of the donation, I've got this as well, and I really think I like it because in this way I can copy the sketches that I have that I'm really happy with. For example, so I was really happy with this sketch, and I didn't have the LED light pad, so I had to redraw it, and you can see the small differences that are in the crow. So I do like the outline better than in this one, but I really wanted to have that crow because this is a nice fat crow, and here it's just a bit slimmed down. I don't know what happened, but I really like this crow. And now I can just copy it. Let me just put that one back. Let me try to get it out of its packaging. Ah, it's upside down, Joe. So let's flip that around, shall we? Okay. I ordered a size A3 so I can work with A3 size. Look at that. And it's like this, yes. Remove the protective, yeah. So we got this. There's something missing, I think. Or it's going to explain that I'm... Ah, there we go. There we go. It's a light, so I need the feeding. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, there. We've got that one. Shall we read this? Sorry. Copyboard instruction. Copyboard is also called tracking writing board. Copy in cartoon animation production of professional tools is mainly composed of acrylic and LED lights. Used to copy paper and artwork overlap. Can very clearly see the bottom figure in the history of painting and copy or modify onto a piece of paper. This is not your average English. This is probably translated. It doesn't matter, but it's like I need to, think about what's saying. Animators can be used to draw action. This is translated. Okay, so it's an A3 size. So it's 45 centimeters by 33, and it's 5.5 millimeters thick, so it's very thin. Really like that. It has a type C input. There we go. Really nice because I have a lot of type C input. And it works with 1.75 amperes. Don't know about that. Light source LED. Put the laptop on a flat desktop, then connect the power supply, which is gonna be a problem because I don't have enough power supplies. I just realized. Okay. Hold button power can be adjust suitable brightness you want. Okay. So if I touch, you probably cannot read it. It says top button, then release it, touch dimming, tap button, then release it. So probably it can if you press it, oh, it's not pressable. So it's just like put your finger on there. Put the artwork on a fixed area, add copy paper, fixed, start sketching, finish drawing, turn off the power. So basically says put your, it's exactly the same, okay. Put your artwork on here, preferably like this. Put your other paper on there. Like, where do I have? Let's put one of the old ones there. I might want to try it out in this live stream as well, so let me just get it's fixated on one side and I kind of blasted it. Okay. Put it on there. Put tape over it so it doesn't move. Very simple. And then by the brightness, you can see through the paper and then sketch over it. Stabilize dimming is to hold down. The button does not move, so just the brightness you want. 3 levels dimming is high, middle, low level. Can be optional. Okay. I do not know if this is like something they had to cross or not. Android interface, charging adapter, protable power source, laptop can be, I'm trying not to be. As far as possible, below 300 grams, copy paper, transmission of light will be better. Okay, so it says if you want to have like the ideal way, you better use 300 grams or lower. So the lighter the paper, the better the results. The copy machine to suitable brightness. Let's bring discomfort to the eyes. Yeah. So set the light to the right brightness, otherwise your eyes will hurt. Painting figure, use compare brunette lead paint. What? Painting figure, use compare brunette lead paint. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't understand. I don't understand. Okay. Maybe if it was in German or something, then I would understand. But that last sentence was very strange. Okay, let me just find a suitable source so I can actually do this. Be right back. Okay, there we go. I'm back. I've got the thingy, which means I have to find a suitable entrance on the laptop. There we go. Do I have one? I think so. There we go. Oh, there. I've got a ping ping, so that must mean it's correct. So, ever have those moments where you have way too many USB ports? Or you need way too many USB ports, to be fair. Okay. Let's put this one over there. Don't... there, remove protective film. So let's... oh. Okay. So is the protective film already off or not? I'm now very curious. I have a slight suspicion that the protective film is already off. Which is... well, no, should not. From what I can see, there are some bubbles, so I should think there is still a protective film over it. Oh, watch me ruin my stuff before even trying it. Ah, there we go. I got a corner. Oh, that's a very firm protective film. Oh, that's very firm. Oh, well, it's actually... it works. That's one plus. Did it? Okay. Okay, I wasn't expecting this. I'm going to the gym lately, but this is strong. Goodness me. Oh, and it's so sticky. I hate that. I hate that feeling. Oh, goodness. Okay, it's almost done. Oh. Oh. Okay. So, let's put this on, shall we? So we see this, right? This is a 300-gram paper. So can we see anything from here? This is brighter, so you can actually see it. So that's really cool. This is the brightest it can be. So it actually gets pretty nice. Also, it looks really cool like this. Very cool. Okay. So we know this. Oh, just in case you get your eyes hurt. So it's already done in watercolor. So we're not going to do this as an example. We're going to do something else. So let's get rid of this one. So, oh, dang it. Let's go. I'm back. Let's get the amount of unfinished projects, right? There we go. I need to get something to get the focus vibrant. So this is a beetle, that's nice. I think it works best if I have already aligned it before. This should work like this. This is a book with an octopus. This is an oldie that I'm probably not going to use because I keep like doubting that one. Then there's a self-portrait of mine. Oh, there we go. Nerds, I think that's a mink in English. Nerds is in Dutch. Next we got Eye of Newt, which is nice. We've got Flower of Death here. We've got Calf Snout. That's a really cute one. This one is one of my newest ones. That is a lot of work. We've got the Orange Peel Dragon, which is very interesting. And we've got just a jellyfish, which you know I like to call people jellyfish. Jellyfish is one of my logos. I like that one. But let's do the Orange Peel Dragon. Let's see if it actually works with this pencil sketch. If it doesn't work with the pencil sketch, it means that I have to do all my sketches in ink, which is not a problem because that way I can do something with the sketches. Doesn't want to work like I want to do. Yeah. I have such a big box with projects right now. It's so big. It's getting bigger all the time. Okay. So let's turn it on. So this and this. Can you see anything? I think you can. But maybe not the maybe not the most intricate details, I think. Just put that one here so it doesn't move. Doesn't have to be taped down as much as, you know, the ones that are going to be watercolored. So I'm going to take a very fresh pencil, which I'm going to just a bit. If you got a good pencil, this one can get really sharp. There we go. Really like how sharp this pencil can get. So we're going to try to get this. Was this the bright? Yeah, that was the brightest one. So what I can see here is it's not, because it's the 300 grams one, I cannot see all the details. I also have to rely a bit on my memory of this piece, which is kind of a thing. There we go. Then I can see the eye here. I realize that this is gonna be problematic. Need to be well aware where everything is here. There. So this one is here, then it goes here. Let me just check that. Let me go animator mode, just attach it here. Ah, okay. Actually got that one. I can see a claw here. I'm pretty sure I got that claw there. Yeah. Okay, so it will help a lot better if if I line it first. Pretty sure that is a prerequisite if I want to use my 300 grams per square meter paper. Also got I've got that one. And that's not correct. That is not correct. Or is it? Should not be. Looks weird. Ah, there we go. There we go. That's a lot better. That's how it's supposed to be. Yeah. And then this goes like this. Oh, don't need that one. Then we have another claw extending here. Over here. How does this work? Oh, yeah. I had this whole thing. So this is supposed to be go in front of it. There we go. Yeah. There. And then we have there. We got that one. There. Like that. For some reason, I didn't see this one. There we go. There. I like that way better. It doesn't look right. It should be the same way. There we go. There. And then it goes here. A little bit more liberty here, just to have that. There. Now we take there. And there. And then we don't see it here because it's too light on the drawing. So there is a tail. So let's put that tail a bit different than on the sketch. So you actually can see more of it. So it goes here, then here, then it moves on here. There. I like the way it goes like that. So we have that, we have that. There is sometimes a very small error. There. So that is the sketch for the watercolor. Let's see how far this has. There we go. Copies. The version that I have. So let's put that away. So if you put them side by side, there we go. You cannot see that. Let's put them a bit closer there. If you put them side by side, it's quite an accurate copy. I did a little bit of artistic difference. The main thing that I can see is here in the face. For some reason, it's not as smooth as it is on the other one. Also, for some reason, this part is not there. This is mainly from memory, so that is okay. And we'll put here, let's get a little distinction there, just so you know that's the end of the claw there. This is reasonably, this is changed, so that's okay. Here I just did that, and let's put it here just to get that one. Do I like his body to be fatter? Also, let me erase this part. So if I draw this line, so it goes here and then it goes up. Goes here, then it goes down again. And oh, here's the and something imaginary that I just was not aware of. There we go. That's the reason why it doesn't look right. There we go. Much better. Well, much better. It looks better. And there's the thing with the eye that just could not be replicated because it wasn't clear enough. But it is quite a decent replica. So, especially if I line my sketches when I'm done with them, it's a really nice tool. Am I 100% satisfied with it? No, but that's because I really wanted to have an easier way to do this, and this is partially the solution. So if we put this up here, there we go. I just want to I'm not going to do watercolors on this thing. Let's tape it down, shall we? Also, shall I put orange blossoms on there or not? Oh, let me just... There we go. And the left side. So, there we go. Let's put some little bubbles in there. Not too much, it's not soda. There. Got that. Is it a bit crooked? That's okay. Okay, which watercolor shall I use now? Put this one away. I think I'm still going for the, not that one, this one, I think. Although this side is very empty. Let me just, first of all, sign it myself. Oh, I stuck there. There we go. I have a need for a little bit extra. Just go here. Have a little there. Then how do you do this? There we go. Don't need to change that here. There. There. That just finishes it for me. There's just a little bit extra. Also, it's not my signature thing, but I do love to put bubbles and little stars everywhere. Just works for me. There. Makes it a bit better. Get rid of that one. There. Got my big brush, medium brush. Where's the tiny brush? The good tiny brush. Tiny brush, another tiny brush. I think I'm missing a brush. Not that one. Is it in here? No. Okay. Then I don't know. It's missing. Let's open this. It's the dirty water. There we go. There it is. For some reason it's just There we go. Back in order. Okay, so it's this is going to be an orange. So we're going to use orange. Let me see where to put this one. I also have a very different orange, which is this one. This is orange yellow, and this is, let me see, very lean orange. So I'm going to use this one as well, but on this. There we go. You can't see it. There we go. There's the yellow orange. That is going to be a very nice color. Let me just get a reference. Okay. So let me get some more water and something to drink for myself. This is almost good water. So we got the water filled up. Got some more light here because it's getting a bit darker outside. Not that much, but a little bit. We filled that one, yeah. So we're not going to work on the background yet. We're first going to get this orange going. So we're gonna have a dab of orange there. Where is my testing paper? Probably need to get another one. There we go. That's a very bright orange. Maybe get a little bit more water in there. That's better. Okay, let's get the first wash of orange. Be aware that I don't want to get the white spots yet. I'm not going to put those white spots under a masking fluid because I wanted to have a bit more natural on. So this is a very nice color of orange, especially for the inside. That's a nice coloration. I also make the inside of the mouth this color, and I think the orange juice is gonna be that color as well, just as the starting wash. Going to paint over the bubbles. I want them to be this orange. Now I'm going to add more water to it. to get a lighter variant of this wash. Not that lighter, just need to get a little bit of that peel here that I want. Just a little bit of the sides and here as well, there. This and that, yeah. Okay. So that's that orange. Now I'm going for the perylene orange. I'm going for a very dark wash this time. And you can already see the main difference with the other orange. So the orange yellow. And especially the light texture is helping me so much because that texture looks like orange texture. Get a bit of orange of that one. There we go. More brilliant orange. I think I'm going to use the wash that I have with the yellow orange over this color because it's a bit too red. It is a great start. Also, I need to get that tail. Okay, a little bit of water on there. Oh, hello. I think I'm going to wet the color because this is a bit dry. Be careful for the eye. There we go. Just realized that I actually wanted to have this white. Sometimes I'm not paying as much attention as I think I am. Oh, on camera it already looks so good. I'm going to double. So I'm not going precisely over everything. I'm going to double here, and it's still wet, so it might bloom a bit. But for this orange texture, I think that's actually pretty nice, and I'm layering it on thick, just to have that orangey yellow color in there. I'm not going to do the tail there. I'm going to do the tail here, but not on the inside of the glass. There we go. especially this part is still wet, so there is some blooming. There. So I have a lot of this wash left. I'm going to use a smaller brush, this one, because I need to get a little bit more color in here. Color in here. Just to deepen it, so. Also going to deepen it in here and go in here. Going in with some azo yellow. To make it a bit more towards the yellow side. Azo yellow is going very quickly. I'm using it in a lot of my paintings. It's a nice color. Going to use that in the center a bit more, like here. Going to use that to warm up this a bit. That's there. There. Get this as well. Just a bit more. There we go. Also want this yellow in the orange drink. And I like double effects, so okay. I'm going to add some of yellow ochre. And most of the texture comes from highlights in the orange, so I need to add it with my white pen. Otherwise, that was a lot of masking if I did that. Just realized that this part is also still orange. When I use the blurring effect of a glass to my advantage here. There. A little bit more azo. Or yellow ochre, sorry. Get my colors mixed up there. Some parts are already dry, some parts are not, and that's okay. Probably need to take into account that there is a shadow over the glass. And I'm going to actually, no, there's no red. Let's put some of this color in there. Put the perylene orange into the wash. You get a bit of a, there, a little change there. It's such a powerful color, I see. There. This orange is so powerful. Okay. Let's get another color in there, shall we? Let's get some yellow. Let's put some there. Let's put the lemony yellow in here. Let's put strong extra yellow and just the tiniest bit of the orange so it will blend in. There we go. There. We're gonna use that on this side there because this peel is not. Let me lift that there. This peel is not, you know, only orange. It has yellow in it as well. Let me put that in here. Let's put some yellow in here into tail 2. Here. It's looking really nice. Put some yellow in here too, just to have a little variation. If it doesn't show up, it means that it has blended with the rest. I haven't waited long enough, that's for sure. Get some yellow in here. So, we got that one. So that's the yellow. Let's put some blue in the blue cup, shall we? And I'm going to have a very, very diluted version of ultramarine blue. Let me grab my book about that. I think it's here. So we're trying to make glass, right? Let me see, metal glass here. So what does it say? Pale preliminary wash establishes the basic at inner contours while maintaining light reflection. Cobalt and phthalo purple, darkened with Payne's gray. So it's cobalt blue or phthalo green. Do I have phthalo green? Do I have phthalo green? I think I do. And my medium colors. This is pale green. That's not the same. This is phthalo green. There we go. Phthalo green. So we did some cobalt with phthalo green. And if you see in this book by Claudia Nice, that mainly consists of getting the shapes right. Sorry. I think I want very light wash to create this. To have a shade. So it's mainly the outlines and a very, very small amount for the cobalt is this color. Let's do very light wash. Is this actually a wash? It is very light, but it's a bit too light for me. Can barely see it. Maybe I should add the phthalo green. Just a little dab on the palette here. Very small dab. And just have the little bit of phthalo green in there. I think that is a nice color. I just don't need a bigger brush like this. Let's go this one. So we have a very light wash of my glass color. That I really like. Might do another wash afterwards because I made it very wet. So let's do this. Just be careful that I don't take other colors with me. Just take a little bit of the green and a little bit of the blue, just to darken it a bit. this is a nice color. I like this. I don't have a highlight yet. Let's put it in here. Just the edge, because the edge needs to be a bit darker, because the edge of the glass is a bit thicker than the rest of the glass. So there we go. The eye is going to be a conundrum, because that eye, let me get this color to, oh dang it, I wasn't expecting that. Also let me dab that, because that's a lot of paint. Let me just dab things dry a bit. I don't mind lighter spots going on. That's a lot better. There we go. There we go. That's better. I wasn't expecting to do that. What I wanted to do is, oh, let's put some real phthalo green in that eye instead of making it an orange. Making it a bit dry. Wanted to have a bit more color in there. There we go. So you can actually see where the eye is. Where's my yellow? I need to have a bit more yellow. Now it's a bit drier. A little bit of a shadow there. So that looks quite nice. Now, I also need to have a little bit of a shadow. This is going to be red. I'm going to do a red shadow because otherwise it's going to be, I don't think blue will fit in here. It's red with brown, I think. This color. Add some water. Add a bit more burnt watercolor, burnt sienna. No, burnt umber. This is burnt umber. This is less red, but I added red, so I think that's a nice color. Just add a little bit of the orange in there to make it vibe with the rest. And as we put the shadow on this side, the sun comes from this side. That should be a nice idea, right? I'm going to add a little bit of a shadow around the edges as well. Just to darken it a bit. Now, you don't really see it. I'm going to add more burnt umber. I'm going to add a bit more burnt umber. Let me look at the reference again. Up. Yes. So, what you don't realize is that this is actually a bit removed from it. So I'm going to have a little bit of sectioning there. Okay, then we have this part. And to add this part. Make it a little bit more believable that this is back in the shadow. this part is in the shadow as well. Let's put the inside of the mouth in the dark too. There we go. I don't want the shadow to be too strict, so I'm going to double it a bit. Also going to add a little bit of shadow on the underside of the belly. There as well. There. A little bit of an extra layer on here, just to have that extra clearance there. I wonder if I do... I'm not going to strengthen it yet. I want a little bit more, because I think I need I'm going to add a bit more green. I'm going to make this the second shadow color. Oh, apparently that's not working. I'm going to put that on this side as well, because this will reflect the sky. When the sun comes from here, this is the part where it's the darkest. Just a little green actually makes it pop so much. Let me just make this part dark as well, because this is in the shadow. Earth tone, sky tone, sky tone, sky tone, sky tone, earth tone, earth tone, sky tone, sky tone. Yeah, I think that works. There we go. That gets reasonably well. I also need like orange juice. It just needs to orange juice. That color is just it can be very different. It's way more yellow. So we're gonna put more yellow in there. Where's my yellow? Here's my yellow. Let's put some lemony yellow in there. Just to see if I can make that wash just a bit more brighter. I see that the center is less bright, so this part can be more yellow, and this part can be more yellow. Make this more yellow, and this more yellow. And gonna make just a little bit off there. I really like this dragon, it's so fun. Shoo. Don't do that. Don't give me a heart attack, thank you. Shall I, you know what? Instead of making the border paint gray or black, I'm going to make it the green to get that in there. I picked up a bit too much, but if I'm careful, that's gonna be fine. There we go. I think that works really nicely. Get that in there. Well, I should make that a bit thicker. My brush is getting dry. I can feel that. That looks really nice to me. What do you think? Get more green. Now, I have to be careful because part of the dragon is still wet. There, that looks so cool. That looks almost like a medieval painting. A little more yellow. I just realized that the horns are not that bright. Just grab a little bit more yellow in there. It might become more pronounced when I put some line art on there, but that's really cool. Well, now for the bubbles and the stars. Do I want that green as well? What do you guys think? I don't want to make them orange because there's a lot of orange in this painting. Better not do that. I think get the glass color. This one with a finer point. But that one. Maybe I want to do some splatter as well. Just get some drops on there. Free. I usually don't do that because that is a bit too much freedom. Yeah, that works. Maybe just the tiniest bit of glass here. So the eye is not completely, white. Get back to the yellow to define the claws here. That works. Just realized that I haven't colored the teeth, so I think they should be yellow. That works fine. I'll put a little bit of color here as well. I don't want the orange to have like white. Yeah, that looks really nice. Okay, let's grab some stuff here. So I've got my white pens. These ones away. And let me grab this. There we go. Grab my 5, 2. I don't want to use the 8 here. Let's put 3 there, the 1, and the 05. The old 0105. There we go. So we have a selection like from 5, this is the thickest. For now, I have one more, which is an 8. And I got a 3. I got a 2. No, put that one there. Got a 1. And I've got a 05. And I have these in 2 sizes, a 10 and an 8. These are just jelly roll pens. I got them actually from Japan when I went to Japan. And let me just wait a little bit longer before I do things. Also, this one can go back in here. There we go. So I have a reference here. If you can, oh, there we go. This is my reference on my phone. Oh, ow! It actually hit my head. There we go. There we go. There we go. So I have my reference here. Can't really see it, but it shows some ways to get the texture of the orange right. And it's mainly putting a lot of little dots on this part. So there we go. So I said the sun comes from here, right? So the most dots come from here. If I get it, there we go. I think this jelly roll pen is at its end. There we go. Yeah. There. I don't think you can see it, can you? There. I put it at mostly the edges. There we go. Then going to get a little bit of scratch work here. If I follow the lines, I need that a little bit of white there and there. But that's basically it. So let's get my 10 pen. Get a little bit of more definition here. And we are going to get the texture of the orange which is a lot of like patterns like you're in the water. This is not a slice of orange, this is a big part of orange, and they have texture. It's a lot of scribbling, which I like. So. Also going to add a little bit of white here at the edge, just to have a bit more contrast here. I like that. Just gonna add a little bit of white here as well. So I've done the white. Actually, it was not as much as I expected. This part a little bit more in here. This part is turned in a way that it catches a lot of light. There we go. So we got that one. Put this one on there. So now we're going to line it, because I like to line. Let's try it, let that dry just a little bit more. So we're going to line the outside of the dragon and the glass, and I'm gonna put a little bit more detail there. I don't have this string to go that way, now we're going to go this way. Am I doing something stupid? No, not yet. Okay. If you don't want to line your work, that's fine. I do like to line my work. There we go. That's the one. I will line my autograph in 5 as well. There. And I'm going to line this as well. Is it already dry? Should be. I have a steadier hand when going down and coming up, so I like to do this in sections. It would be best if I could do this in one go, but I can't. It will hurt my hand if I tried that. Oh, I did that. Okay. I was wondering what went wrong. Sometimes I have a piece where I know at least one thing will go unexpected. And it can mean everything. Unexpected can mean that it turns out differently. Unexpected can mean that I make a big mistake that will transform the picture. I don't know what I will do wrong if I think I make a mistake, but sometimes I just know that a picture will be transformed. Also, I really don't like going from left to right because I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. But that was the 5 or 05. Let's go to the 03. And then we are going to highlight the dragon from the rest. There you go. We're not going to highlight the tail bit because that's behind. The glass, so we will not do that to get that 3D effect, or a bit more 3D effect. Then we're gonna do this. We're also going to do this and the claws. Did I forget something? Let me get this as well in that size. So we do this as well. There we go. That's the size. 03. Oh. Yeah, 03. There we go. Let's go to 02. And that is where we get into the eyes. Let's do a nice dragon eye. There we go. We get into juice. We put that there. We're going to get into the orangey part there. Orangey part. Let's put this one there, just slightly, and then put this one there. I almost forgot about that there. that one. Now we come into my favorite, the O1. And we start from the left, so we're going to highlight these ones as well. Let's make this one there. If we make a mistake, we incorporate it. So let's do something with those lovely claws there. Let's put some more there. There. Then we have this part. There we go. And that goes to the other side as well there. Okay, and now the most difficult part, because I'm going to do that with the 05. Oh, 05, there we go. We're going to have a bit more depth as well. I'm not gonna do that everywhere, so it's just a little bit extra detail there. And we're going to get some dots in there. Not much, because there are way less dark dots than there are white dots. But we are going to put those dots in there. Also get a bit more there. Make them more apparent where it is or should be darker. let me cross hatch this because I just want that to be darker here. Oh. I think this should be really dark. Here should be some. So, let's get that one again. Just look at this. I want to have a little bit more clearance that this is actually a ridge and not just an accidental shadow there. There. Okay, get that one. That is in there. Oh, I forgot to get the lip there going. I think that's fair. I think this one is finished, and that's so cool. I really like this, and I have to say, when you take the reference, right? Let me take this, if I can get the. I always had this idea that this orange dragon was gonna be neat, but it actually turned out really nicely. So if you take it side by side with the the sketch, it is almost the same, but it came out so well. It's so nice. Oh, so happy. I'm going to fixate it. Let me just look at if there is there a Dutch one? No, it's in English. Okay. Universal fixative for several painting and drawing techniques. Technique: pastels, charcoal, pencil, watercolors, gouache, liner print, inkjet, print, photo. Shake well before use. Extremely flammable, so be careful. Pressurized container, may burst. Don't keep it in reach of children. Don't go near heat, hot surfaces, sparks, open flames. No smoking. Do not spray on open flame. Blah de blah. Protect from sunlight because that's hot. Do not expose above 50 degrees centigrade. Build of an exploding mixture possible without sufficient ventilation, so ventilate your room, people. If in eyes, rinse cautiously with water, so don't put it in your eyes. Remove contact lenses if present and easy to do. Continue rinsing, may produce an allergic reaction, extremely flammable, keep out of reach. Okay, so one thing is for sure. Be careful. So, oh, that went way easier than I thought. Okay, let's first try it on this part, okay? Fine. Oh, it smells. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm gonna be really careful. Did I spray everything, is the question. I don't see it, by the way. It evaporates extremely quickly. I think I have hit everything. But this is top notch. It is. I have opened my window. No, I did not. Let me open my window. This is a building from the 70s, so ventilation comes from opening windows. Be aware of that. So while that is drying and smelling like an... I need to take a drink there. I think I'm going to stop. So thank you very much for being here. I had a great haul and I had a lot of fun making this example painting. I'm probably going to use that LED tracing thing. What's it called? Tracing by lichtbak is called in Dutch. So I'm confused, but I now had a nice haul, but if I want to do more watercolors, have high quality paint, have high quality paper, I need a bit of support. I do have a job next to making watercolors, but that's mainly for paying the bills, mainly for, you know, get food on the table. My boyfriend and I need to get this house running, and more of that kind. So if you want to support me, there are several ways. First way is to subscribe. It's free and it will help the algorithm get me to more people. If they subscribe as well, that means that eventually I can earn some money from YouTube. Like as well also helps the algorithm. And I have a Ko-fi page where you can donate from like €1 to whatever you want. It can be just like one time. You don't need to get a membership. I have several memberships. If you are Dutch and you want everything in Dutch, I have a Dutch tier membership. So for €2 a month, you can get all my posts in Dutch. I will actually transcribe and translate my videos, so not live streams, but my video into Dutch for only €2 a month. So that's a steal for real. If you want to become a member on the Ko-fi page, there is a lot of exclusive content. I'm making tutorials, I'm making exclusive videos, I'm making exclusive picture references for things that I will be using in the future, and that you can use in your paintings as well. Those photos are just free, copyright free. You can use those. So if you're interested, please go to the Ko-fi page and donate. I would be very happy. I would be able to make more of these watercolors, get more work done, and have even like better paintings because I can put more money into it. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Goodbye everyone, have a great day.